I'm telling you, last night, you could not have asked for two better NBA playoff games, especially that Spurs-Warriors barn burner. I mean, I was seriously considering turning that game off midway through the fourth quarter. Thank God I stayed on it and didn't watch like House Hunters International. I mean, what an incredible game by the Spurs in that contest. I mean, you think about it. The Warriors gave San Antonio all they could handle in that game. I mean, Curry was phenomenal with the 40 points in the contest, 44 points in the game, 11 assists as well. But there come the Spurs. I mean, you just cannot count this team out. Even though they were without Splitter, their starting center, who sat out a second straight game with the sprained ankle. Even though Tim Duncan, although he had 19 points and 11 rebounds, not near 100%. In fact, he only played like the closing seconds of each of the overtime periods and only played 35 minutes in the game total because of the stomach flu. But I mean, you had the Spurs down 16 points with 4 minutes to go in regulation. And they closed the game on an 18-2 run. And I mean, there was even a slim chance when they opened up a 6-point lead with a minute to go in the second OT session that maybe they could have even covered that game. But naturally, the Warriors then come back. They take the 1-point lead. Ginobili hits that crazy three-pointer with 1.2 seconds to go. And the Spurs escape with the double overtime victory, 129-127. You got to think going into game number 2 in that series, what more can the Warriors do? Because they're not going to catch the Spurs off guard. I mean, San Antonio clearly has their number. That's 30 straight wins at home in the series, straight up. And you think about it, a lot of people were saying today, oh, well, you know, Golden State lost an equally heartbreaking game when Andre Miller hit that layup with a second to go in Denver in game 1 of that series, and they came back and rallied to beat the Nuggets. But the Spurs aren't the Nuggets. They are so clearly superior, and not even at 100% last night. They managed to pull off that remarkable comeback win, and that's a wake-up call for San Antonio. Of course, the other game, nobody, and even you back there in the third row over to the left, even you did not possibly think that the Heat would not win last night against Chicago. I mean, there you go. You know, the Bulls, they find themselves down 7 points on the road. Game number 1, less than 48 hours after closing out the Nets on the road. They're in South Beach, just as LeBron's time, yada, yada, yada. And what happens? They close on a 10-0 run in regulation, and they win that game by outscoring the Bulls 35-24 in the fourth quarter and win it. I mean, Noah, another strong game, 13 points, 11 rebounds. Jimmy Butler. What is a Jimmy Butler? I ask you this. He played all 40 minutes last night. He has a career record-tying 14 rebounds and 21 points. So they win without Derrick Rose. They win without Luol Deng. They win without Kirk Henrik. They out-rebound, and I mean they hammered the Heat on the boards. They out-rebounded 46-32. They win despite Carlos Boozer, 6 points and 3 rebounds in 25 ineffective minutes. Just shows you how soft the Heat are. James had an okay game, and you know I'm not a LeBron fan, okay? D-Wade, You know, Chris Bosh missing in action last night. I mean, he really is the key to this series. I mean, Bosh has got to play physical. Listen, the Bulls are going to push you around. That's their game. They want those low-scoring defensive battles with Noah in the middle, even though he's playing on brittle feet. It doesn't matter. They're going to push you, and you got to push back. And if Chris Bosh doesn't show up in game number 2, Miami's in trouble. Now, is Miami going to lose the series? Absolutely not. But are he going to cover many games in this series? Probably not either. Hey, guys, I'll take a look at both of your games here tonight, plus give you a free baseball play on the Cubs cards in just a moment. This, of course, going to be your Tuesday video report. I'm sorry I had to go about talk about the NBA games last night. Listen, covered the NBA for a lot of years. You know, I may be a gambler, I may be a handicapper, but there are times that I am still a fan. And you could, as I said, could not have asked for a more entertaining game than that Spurs game late last night, especially the fourth quarter and the 2 overtime periods. Listen, there are 4 promotions going today. Each of the past 2 days, I've given you the opportunity, as I continue to maintain how totals pay the same as sides, and even though there's a reluctance among you, many of you out there, to bet totals, it's foolish because they pay the same as sides if you're betting an equal amount, and often they're easier plays to win. So again, the past 2 days, I gave you as the $5 play of the day 2 big totals from Anthony Red. And what did he do? He won them both. He produced 155 dimes of profit for you. Last night, how easy was the Warriors Spurs going over the total? That was a 75 dime play. You got it for $5. Sunday, you got his 80 dime total on the Grizzlies and Thunder staying under the total. You got it for $5. Today, not only does he have a play that's stronger, not only does he have his 5th straight winning day, but it's his biggest play of the postseason, his 100 dime second round game of the year, the Pacers-Knicks side. Now keep in mind, he's 9-3 this year with 80 dime basketball releases, including that one you just got with Memphis and Grizzly under the total on Sunday. This play is bigger. And today, after you got 155 dimes of his profit the past 2 days for a total of $10, I decided to make him the half price play of the day. You will get this play for half price, his 100 dime second round game of the year, simply by using this coupon code, Anthony4450. His first name, Anthony, 4450, and that will get you Anthony Red's play today for the half price play of the day. However, I'm also going to make you this offer as well. If you would like to once again see that totals can be won, I have done this 5 times so far in the postseason. 4 times it has scored a winner, and that is the $5 play of the day, turning to a handicapper that has a big total selection. And I'm going to once again turn to Brett Atkins, who I've also used twice as the $5 play of the week here in the past week, and he cashed in both times for you. Today, $5 play of the day, Brett Atkins, going for winning day number 9 of 11. It's his playoff total of the year. New York, Indiana, the over-under, it's his 40 dime basketball winner number 2 in a row. Normal price is $65. Again, you can get it for $5, a third, hopefully, third straight $5 total winner. This time from Brett Atkins, simply by using coupon code BA5. Brett Atkins, BA5. That's your coupon code. You'll save $60 and you'll get his playoff total of the year tonight for $5 little. And finally, something that I brought back a couple of days ago, I'm going to do it again today. Maybe you're not interested in the half price play of the day. God knows why. But the onus is on you. Listen, you can save $35 off the purchase of any single handicapper's pick or package today simply by using coupon code, this is a tough one, SAVE35. SAVE35. That'll save you $35 off a single purchase today of a handicapper's play or package. Naturally, the play has to cost more than $35. You know what I mean? SAVE35 is that coupon code among the guys you might want to consider. Brian Rosica going for 25 dime winner, number 11 out of 13 on your Memphis, Oklahoma City side. Let's see, 47-24 since joining the site back on February 5th, making a $10 player, almost $12,000. Craig Davis going for winning day number 19 out of 30 with his second biggest NBA release of the postseason, actually of the year. 75 dime winner number 3 out of 5, the Memphis, Oklahoma City side. Let's see, who else has got something going? Oh, Scott Delaney. Geez, $10 bettors up $8,425 over the past 5.5 months, over $4,600 over the past 2.5 months. 40 dime winner tonight, Indiana, New York, twice as strong as his 20 dime winner on the Bulls last night outright over Miami, part of a 3-0 Monday sweep for him. And Matt Rivers, who is not an everyday handicapper since the Super Bowl, but he still's winning. Winning day number 31 out of 49, second biggest basketball release of the season, 400,000 star winner, number 14 out of 18, your New York, Indiana side. He's 4-2 in the playoffs so far. They've all been these 400K plays, and he's got another one going tonight. Now, as for me, yesterday, I decided to go put myself on the line once more for the charity play of the week. And as you know, going into yesterday, the charity play of the week had won 12 of the past 13 weeks. I was 4-0 in that 13 weeks period. I had my biggest baseball play again of my career going last night. Unfortunately, it lost. The Red Sox did win in 12 innings, 6-5 over Minnesota, or in 11 innings. Did it really matter? Problem is, I had them on the run line at minus 115. And it was a loser. But listen, as much as it hurts me to lose the charity play of the week, I'm not going to beat myself up over it, because the fact is, you know, I'm still in position today, going for winning day number 13 out of 18, going for baseball winner number 14 out of 18. And these 15 dime releases, I'm still 15-7 on the season and 9-3 the past 3 weeks. And to be honest with you, I've got another one tonight, because I, as I've told you many times, never let yesterday affect today. I don't celebrate the wins. I don't lament the losses. I keep it even keel, and therefore I never play scared either. I see another game on the board, I'm going tonight. So it sucks that I lost a charity play of the week for numerous reasons, not only for my personal wealth, but in terms of the play lost. You know, I almost forgot what it was like to lose one of the Charity Play of the Week selections. I mean, what an incredible run it's been. But we'll certainly look to get back on board 12-2 with the last 14 of them, and we'll look to get another one tomorrow. Listen, your baseball free pick tonight, I'm going to go with the St. Louis Cardinals minus $1.35 at Chicago. Yeah, the Cubs scored 9 runs against Texas yesterday, but Jesus, they hadn't done anything before that. They lost 4 in a row. In fact, they're 6-10 at Wrigley this season. The Cardinals 13-6 on the road. St. Louis enters this game with 6 straight wins under their belt. Lance Lynn, 5-0 this season with a 2.75 earned run average. He has won his last 10 consecutive regular season starts. He was 4-0 last year against the Cubbies with a 2.96 earned run average. He's facing Travis Wood. Now, Travis Wood on the surface, an impressive season so far, right? 2.50 earned run average. Problem is, he's 2-2 because the Cubbies are only averaging about 2 runs per game that he starts. And listen to this. At Wrigley Field, Wood is 0-7 in his last 12 Wrigley Field starts with an earned run average of 4.58. And against the Cardinals, numbers aren't getting any better. In fact, last year he made 3 starts against them. He went 0-2 with an ERA of 9. So, Cardinals, 29 runs scored in a 4-game sweep of Milwaukee. Winners of 6 in a row. I'll take them tonight as a slight road favorite. Now, in the NBA, Memphis and Oklahoma City. Jeez, you saw how the first one turned out, right? Memphis holds on for the cover, but they blow the opportunity to take a stranglehold and rob the home court advantage away from the Thunder by collapsing in the final 90 seconds. It's a tough game. I got to be honest with you. I think it's a toss-up game. I think it goes down to the wire once more. I think the same things that played in the game number 1 play in the game number 2. Grizzlies are going to be able to dominate down low with Zach Randolph, who only had 18 points in game number 1, and Marc Gasol. Are they going to be able to hold on to the ball? Jesus, Mike Conley. I thought he was Russell Westbrook turning the ball over there in the final minute of play. Grizzlies have been in this situation. Down 2-0 against the Clippers. They delivered, but of course that was a must-win situation at home. The game 1 loss snapped their 4-game postseason winning streak. They've got to win this game outright. But can they? I mean, Oklahoma City did not play well most of that game on Sunday, but they got the win. So again, I think this is a toss-up game. I've jokingly said to you, us in the business, have always said every NBA game is determined in the final 2 minutes. Duh. Any surprise about that? I wouldn't be surprised if this one. The other game, however, New York and Indiana. Listen, the Pacers just kicked New York's ass in game number 1. Outplayed them. Biggest problem with the Knicks, you live by the jump shot, you die by the jump shot when they're not going in. And J.R. Smith, it wasn't going in. Carmelo Anthony hasn't been going in for the last 5 games of the postseason, where he's hitting only at like a 37% clip from the field. And when you think about it, he only shot like 33 or 34% against the Pacers in 3 of the 4 meetings this year that he played against them. But what have I told you about the Pacers repeatedly? Even though they came up with that Game 6 victory at Atlanta, even though they dominated in Game 1, I think Game 1 also was a bit of a letdown situation. I know the Knicks were playing at home. It was a second-round series, but they were less than 48 hours removed from winning at Boston in a do-or-die game with all that emotion. They came out flat. They got totally outplayed. I think Mike Woodson didn't help his case by going small too often, turning to Kenyon Martin too late in the game, bringing him off the bench when the Pacers had already established themselves up front. But is Tyson Chandler going to have 4 points and 3 rebounds in like 27 minutes again? Is Carmelo Anthony and even J.R. Smith, are both of these guys going to continue to shoot at a 30% clip from the field? Law of averages dictates that I say the Knicks are the play. I can't cite any ATS stats for you. I could probably look up 10 for one side and 12 for the other. This is just a hunch. I have a feeling. I think the Knicks are the play. I think it's a sucker bet, taking Indiana +6 for a team that's been wildly inconsistent on the road this season. Remember, they got hammered in games 3 and 4 at Atlanta, and the Hawks sucked. So I'm going to go with Indiana in this game as your free pick in the NBA. Good luck, guys, and I'll catch you again on Wednesday.